Welcome to Radio After Rain, where the storms don't get the final say here. We speak from the heart, sit with the mess, and grow through what we go through. If you ever felt like you're healing in pieces or learning to love yourself in the quiet, you're in the right place. Let's get into it. Soft, real, and unapologetically human. Somewhere between who I was and who I'm becoming. I'm learning to stop hiding from my own reflection. Healing doesn't always look graceful. It's messy, raw, and unoften spoken. But today I'm showing up anyway. Not to pretend it doesn't hurt, but to honor the version of me who kept going. This space isn't perfect, but it's honest. And maybe that's exactly what we need. Let's begin. Learning to be loved again. Somewhere between heartbreak and healing, I forgot what it felt like to be held without conditions. I forgot that love doesn't always have to hurt. That not every I love you is a ticking time bomb waiting to blow a hole in your heart. I forgot that love can arrive softly. In warm laughter, in quiet support, in the way someone remembers your favorite snack without asking. And I'm just now starting to remember again. Being okay again isn't a switch you flip. It's a slow return, like waking up after a heavy sleep, where you forgot where you were for a moment. I'm still rubbing the sleep from my eyes, still stretching parts of myself I abandoned a long time ago. Because when you've known hurt, I mean real hurt, it's easy to start believing that maybe that's all there is for you. That the people who say they love you will only do so until it's no longer convenient. That platonic love is just a temporary filler until they find someone else to care about. That no one really means it when they say, I've got you. But here's the thing. They do. Some people do, and I've met them. I've met friends who didn't leave when I couldn't show up. I've had people hold me through my silence and sit beside me in my mess. I've received love without performance, without shrinking, without having to explain the ache that lives in my chest. Some mornings, and that feels like grace. Letting those ghosts live in my heart, that wouldn't be fair, not to me, not to the ones who are trying to show up. I can't keep measuring today's love by yesterday's wounds. I can't keep assuming that everyone is going to leave. That everyone is out to use me, or that love always ends with me alone in my room, crying in a pillow, like a cliche. It's hard though. It's hard to stop waiting for the shoe to drop. To stop preparing for disappointment like it's a part of the routine. But I'm learning to breathe deeper, to pause before I push people away, to say thank you instead of you don't have to believe someone when they say I'm here. I've been through too much to keep denying myself the softness of connection. Too much to close off my heart and pretend that isolation is safer. Sure, the past left some scars, but scars are proof that healing happened. Not that love is impossible. Being okay again means letting love in, all kinds. The random text from a friend just checking in, the you made me think of this meme, the longer talks that turn into laughter, the hugs that don't need a reason. Platonic, emotionally, spiritually, I am allowing myself to be loved in every way love is offered. Because love doesn't have to come wrapped in romance to be real. And sometimes the love that saves you doesn't come from the ones you expected. It comes from the friend who sees your soul on a Tuesday afternoon and says, "You matter." So this is a promise to myself. I will not let the past dedicate the way I receive love in the present. I will honor the ones who show up. I will believe I am worthy of good things, soft things, healing things. I am not broken. I am breaking open. Because I deserve to be okay again. Not in a fake it till you make it way, but in a grounded, peaceful, loved, and the mess kind of way. And maybe, just maybe, that is what being okay actually looks like. Not perfect, not polished, but present and loved. Letting me be soft again. There was a time I didn't flinch when someone said I love you. A time I didn't question kindness. A time when my heart wasn't an overprotected vault guarded by ghosts in the hallway. But time does things to you. People do things to you, and somewhere along the way, I stopped believing that I deserve the kind of love that simply stays. But I'm trying again. Trying to wake up and not dread the sunlight that peeks through the blinds. Trying to allow good things without side-eyeing them in suspicion. Trying to let softness live in me again, even if it still trembles. I've been cracked wide open before. Love has cost me tears I never thought I'd cry. I've apologized for needing too much, being made to feel like my tenderness was a burden, and begged for crumbs from tables where I was the feast, and still I show up. Still I believe. It takes more strength to remain open than it does to shut down. To allow yourself to be held again after being dropped so many times. To say yes to a friend's embrace, to a new laugh, to a stranger's kindness. That's bravery, that's healing. There are people in my life now, beautiful, sacred people, who look me in the eyes when they say they care. And they mean it. I know they mean it because they see the parts of me that are still afraid and don't run. They remind me that I don't have to hide under sharp edges just to protect what's left of me. And the truth is, I won't keep pushing the people who show up with love just because someone once showed up with a lie. I owe it to myself to let love back in, even if it's different, even if it's platonic, even if it looks like a late night text from a best friend or a warm meal someone makes just because. Love doesn't have to break me. It doesn't have to feel like survival. It can be light, it can be healing, it can be home. The ghost of the past, they knock sometimes. They whisper about the ways I failed. They tell me I'll ruin this too, but I've stopped opening that door. I've stopped listening because they don't get to live in my heart rent-free anymore. They don't get to make decisions anymore. And just like that, we reach the edge of another story. One layered in truth, growth, and a little bit of soul. If anything from today sat with you, let it. Let it move you, soften you, or challenge you. Healing doesn't have a deadline, and neither does self-love. Until next time, keep showing up for yourself, even in the quiet. This has been Radio After Rain. Be gentle out there.